from Minneapolis, we welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing from the outset is Penix. And that is incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Penix. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. To the air, Penix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Back to the ground with Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, Paul. They check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
A give left side to Robinson. Able to slither. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. That's brought in downfield by London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Penix working out of the gun here. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Touchdown! Drake London, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is McCarthy. Hard throw, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, and that is incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. That's into the crowd and intercepted. He's to the 20. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Pass complete to Akers on the out route. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Akers. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. McCarthy going to sneak it.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1.
And McCarthy going to sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. In motion, the tight end. They'll run for it with Akers. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To the right side and intercepted.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete, but there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Vikings nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. This pass is caught by London. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Falcons.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Buried behind the line by Shaquille Griffin on the corner blitz. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Powering forward. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
In fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darnell Washington, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now McCarthy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
From the gun on third down, McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
5 yards on the play. That's good for the Vikings. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. McCarthy off the play fake. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
At the 35-yard line.
2nd and 5. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Akers. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. McCarthy. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Chandler. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Falcons.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And now they'll shift things around.
At the 19-yard line.
Back to throw again. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson from 19 yards away. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throws right back to London, complete again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And now here is another interception.
Clark Phillips has got it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Koo now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game?
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Quez Watkins, 68 yards.
And the Vikings get a bit closer.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Pass complete to Addison. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's McCarthy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll throw with Penix. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Penix. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense is... And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing after the interception. McCarthy. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. And now here is another interception. He may go. They can't tackle him. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Bradley Pinion set
So they'll
to
get
kick
another
off.
shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Throwing after the interception. McCarthy. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Falcons 70, Vikings 12. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Throwing after the interception. McCarthy. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Akers back-to-back catches. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 15 yards.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. He gets it to Addison. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
10 more yards. That's another.
Throwing again, McCarthy. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now McCarthy. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. Oh, he shifts past him. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. This is caught, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense. And
running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks, Hermes fur on my feet. I'm a lead. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. We burning up. Every time we hear me, we turning up. Every time you see me, I look like Bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa. I'm a dancer, You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza for my leisure. Listen, I don't do arguments in my relationships. I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something. I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this. I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. She